Let's begin the show with some breaking news now from Surat. We've got an update on the Surat Fire Tragedy that killed 22 people. 2 fire officers have now been arrested in the case under culpable homicide for criminal negligence. Now, these are the same officers who were suspended earlier by the Surat Municipal Corporation last week. 5 other officers are also being probed. Right, so this is the big update that we're bringing to you. In fact, 2 fire officers from Surat have now been arrested. They've been charged with culpable homicide for criminal negligence in the fire that led to the death of 22 people, including students who were at a private coaching center in that building that caught fire. In fact, majority of those who died were these students. Disha Shah is tracking the story for us. She's on the phone line now. Disha, what can you tell us about the 2 officers of the fire department who have now been arrested for criminal negligence?
Well, absolutely, Viren. These are the 2 officers who were suspended by the Surat Municipal Corporation last week after failing to keep a check on the fire safety norms as far as the coaching classes in the city is concerned. And after detailed questioning, what we understand that today the crime branch has arrested 2 officers, S.T. Acharya, who is the Deputy Chief Fire Officer, and Kirti Mode, who is the fire officer of the city. So they have been arrested under the sections of culpable homicide not amounting to murder and attempt to commit culpable homicide. So here, of course, what police really told us, Viren, is the fact that in November 2018, when there was a similar fire which took place in the coaching class where 4 students were left dead, the fire department, especially these 2 officers, were ordered to check fire safety in all the classes in the city and also issue notices if found insufficient. But the said officers did not conduct any fire checks or issued notice to Takshashila. In fact, Viren, in the report also it mentions that how there were illegal structures built on the rooftop which were completely ignored by the municipal staff as well as the fire officers in concern. There were no fire safety equipment also in place. So following a detailed questioning and inquiry now, after suspension, these 2 officers have been arrested. And now the total arrests made in this case has gone up to 5, with, of course, the first being the coaching center owner, the partner in ownership of the building, and the administrator of the building in concern.
Right, Disha, just for the benefit of our viewers, can you also tell us whether perhaps we could see other fire officers who could be under the scanner as well as those in the municipal corporation? Because this, of course, is not just limited to the fire department's failure to carry out these checks and actually crack down on coaching centers like this, which were not adhering to fire norms.
Well, absolutely, Viren. In fact, when we spoke to the municipal commissioner in concern, the Surat Municipal Commissioner, and also the police, they told us that they are also questioning the following officers: the Deputy Municipal Commissioner and the administrative head of the fire department. They are also questioning the chief of the urban development department, the executive engineers, and even the deputy engineers. So here the municipal staff is also being questioned at this time because not to forget, the inquiry report clearly states that how there was negligence on the part of the municipal staff as well. They did not conduct checks even after being issued ordered by the Gujarat government in concern. So which is that officer who is actually involved in this? So why it went unnoticed, especially this building, even after being conducted inquiry? So right now, even the municipal staff is being questioned, but there has been no arrest or suspension as far as the municipal staff is concerned. This is what we are getting to know right now, Viren.
Right, Disha, let's also talk about what forward-moving actions will be taken by the fire department, by the municipal corporation in Surat, because on one hand, of course, they have to hold those responsible for this tragedy guilty, but on the other hand, they also have to ensure that no such incident takes place in Surat ever again.
Well, absolutely, Viren. In fact, when we were in Surat, we did, of course, question the authorities possible. And even today, as we speak, Viren, there is a fire safety check which is going on in almost at least 9,000 coaching classes in Surat and across the state as well. Because this incident was not only limited to Surat, but now the ground check has started in Vadodara, Gandhinagar, and even Ahmedabad for that matter. In fact, in Surat alone, show cause notices have been issued to almost 1,100 coaching classes, which did not have fire NOC at all. So as we speak, the drive continues. Even the demolition drive continues in places where it lacks fire safety equipment. Notices have been issued and time has been given to them so that they can get back as to how they can actually come up with the fire safety measures.
Right. Thanks, Disha, for joining us. We continue to track the developments there in that story in the Surat Fire tragedy that killed, unfortunately, 22 people. Finally, some action has been taken, it seems, but we will keep following up on that.